I'm doing Stalker. There's a Loper one, or you could be, gently masochistic and go for No-Goa Light, which God, Pickle Lil, God bless her. She's having her first experience of No-Goa in this tournament. Which is absolutely bug nuts to me. Okay, last time we came through here, there were Timberwolves waiting for us. Let us hope they have buggered off. Yeah, Pickle Lil's great. I saw her, she's actually doing some demos. I thought she was doing, checking out Legend of Kimori. The Mongolian horse archer game. Or sorry, the horse messenger. Technically archer, but no. Yeah, trouble. Oh, yeah, you got the link? Yeah. So that'll tell you everything you need to know. And I'll say Maria and Chef Maria and Big Fish. I think they're the ones kind of like the tournament maestros. So if you have questions, you can send them their way. Although I think they are on vacation. I haven't seen Maria or Fish on for a little while. But yeah, hop in, give it a shot. It's good fun. Yeah, see, there's no pressure. Yeah, there are technically cash prizes, but yeah, you just enjoy yourself. Oh hecking heck, the Timberwolves are right the fuck there. I'm not dealing with this. I'm just not. Yeah. So you pick. You have there's Stalker, Interloper, or No-Goa Light. No, don't get fancy. There you go. That was a cheapie. I should have seen this coming. There's no way they were going to despawn after one blizzard. Although they do seem rather disinterested now. Probably because I'm somewhere they can't reach. So I just pick up and run. Do they come running? They do. Okay. You assume the accuracy is for hit. Oh yeah, so hits and shots fired. It's like, I mean, because I've had multiple bears where I have like landed like 3-4 shots and still had to wait for them to bleed out. I don't know where we're going, friends. Because the game is, yeah. The journal is your score comes from your journal. Yeah, so you got so you get shots taken and hits. And it's like one of them has parked themselves right over there. Okay, see this one right here. It's doing what the DP Moose was doing when I tried to scare it off that island. You know, just like it was like magnetically prevented from running away. I mean, in terms of defensible positions, this isn't that bad. Remember, all animals are working as intended. Anyway, Twitch, stop it. No, absolutely not. Be you are please do ask. I don't know things. I isn't manifest and signing up with things. Oh no, yeah, you are totally fine. Come the fuck on. There we go. Anyway, didn't really want to use rifle against wolves, but you know, every so often our hand gets forced. Oh, Ad Realm. Are we back from Ad Realm? But yeah, B. Please, please ask away. Don't worry about that at all. Because when I will say, Maria's first couple streams, I had a lot of questions for her too, her and Fish, like, are so pre-cured maple and uh, guts are not allowed, but are pre-cured birch good? Turns out yes. Are pre-existing bows okay? Yeah, they are. Um, so in retrospect, I think yeah, Maria and Fish they put a little more thought into the Loper and yeah, the Loper and Nogoa divisions than Stalker, which is fine. If you're back, okay, yeah. As I say, yeah, please ask away. I'll answer anything I can, and anything I can't, I'm sure other people will have input as well. Oh, flare shell and gun. Wow, just kind of sitting there. Yeah, fog. Okay, this is exactly the weather I did not want, because we were out here trying to find bears. And this is very much not bear hunting weather. Trying to say if you should do Loper or Stalker, don't know Stalker loot. Well, I mean, just go to the usual places, like the usual, like the summit, the gold mine, signal fire. I mean, HRV is as good as ever. Not good at facing wolves, though. Well, I mean, there are ways to do it. I will say, campfire cheese is banned, but um, you can still do the torch thing with wolves to keep them at bay. That is still legal. So don't worry about that. Oh, yeah, you're gonna be a pain, aren't you? Oh no, yeah, it is explicitly detailed in the rules that the torch trick is just fine. Um, yeah, yeah, the torch is fine. Pre-existing bows are fine. Um, I don't know about hunting with the revolver. I'm not sure why you would, but I suppose you can. How's it going so far? I think okay. It's hard to tell because I don't know if there's any actually runs submitted, but we're 33 out of 50. I'm 59 out of 70 on shots. Could be better. Should be better, in fact. 144 wolves, 17 bears, 6 moose, 2 deer. I think total score, like just kill wise, I think we're about 1,700 points. And then if you add on the accuracy bonus, we're about 2,500. Is that good? Uh, I mean, yeah, it's more than Jesus. Fuck, you would throw this on right fucking now. God damn it. Anyway, yeah, so it's more than people are gonna get on like Loper or Nogoa, but for obvious reasons. It is easier to facilitate killing when you can find bows and rifles and use them. How the hell am I supposed to hunt when everything looks like pea goddamn soup? All right. Well, let's do what we can. Maybe if yeah, okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do. I don't want to go look for the bear that wanders into the town site because we don't have a good angle on that. Let's go down the road. We'll head to Bear Creek. What the? Oh no! Oh no! The bear, though, because one of our Timbies died into the rock. Woohoo! Bear spawn every. Well, okay, so B, there is a custom code. If you take that custom code from the site and you look at the settings, I think the spawn rate on everything is cranked to very high. So even with like bears and moose, you should get at least a couple cracks at it within the 50-day window. Obviously, like the earlier you kill them, the more chances you'll have, or the better your chances will be. But yeah, so we it's like the Petunia, the misanthrope's bear. We killed her like in the first 10 days ish, and when we came back here, she was up again in day 30 whatever, and that was in like a 20-day window. So yeah, and obviously wolves will come back even quicker because stalker gonna stalker. So yeah, if you are mobile enough, you should have ample things to deal with. And I will say I'm also walking around intentionally stinky just to try to draw that little bit more attention. Yeah, and that is I think a necessary concession to the way the tournament works. It's like if you left the spawn rates regular, you'd have to lengthen the duration of the tournament, And I think because this is the second edition, the first edition I think it was 100 days, and a 100-day run is a lot to ask of people. So I think yeah, Maria and Fish, and I think CJ has also helped out. I think they got the balance on this one pretty well spot on in terms of settings and rules and duration. Hello? Hello? ¿Dónde está? Thank you. That is the downside of walking around Stinky. Like there's always all those the little hills and buildings, and especially like in conditions like this, it's even worse. As, yeah, and if you were playing on Loper or Nogoa, you would be a sensible person, walk around with a torch out rather than just the bow all the time. But yeah, this is Stalker, so if the shot doesn't go 100% well, you can get away with it and still survive. But I'll say, like, so my focus has been on like finding the big game, because like just in terms of like action economy, it's worth your time to seek them out, as opposed to like going wolves and deers and the stuff that's in abundance. Is like wolves are 5 points, not that much in the grand scheme of things. Bears 25, and then moose 100. You can kill. You have a. You are allowed one cougar kill. Yep. I mean, if you're just going to present yourself like that. You're okay with moose and bears? Yeah, you'll be fine. And you have the option. Well, okay. Let's put it this way. So you can kill with bow or rifle. Either are fine. As I say, I'm unclear on the revolver. Flare gun is out. That is no bueno. But if you want the accuracy bonus, and it is a pretty considerable bonus, you will want to. You need to take a minimum of 50 rifle shots. And I'll say I am not good with the rifle. I never use it. As part of the reason I wanted to do this, to kind of get myself a little bit more comfortable with it. You don't know how the cougar is going to go. You like to try? Yeah, and there are multiple. I think if you're brave enough to go to Black Rock, I think you can. That cougar can be cheesed. I think there's a car nearby you can dash into. I went with the Milton cougar, and I got up on top of the rocks by the farm, and then I just rained arrows down from up there, so where it could not get me. And I will say it very helpfully stood still, so I could just aim at it, which makes hunting a lot easier, let me tell you. But yeah, yeah, and you can just try. You just try stuff. Because again, it's a fun little tournament, low stakes. And me and people are having fun with it. Kralix Milton Cougar. Yeah, it spawns in a nice wide open area with spots from which you can hunt safely. And that's about all you can ask, really. Like in terms of cougar spawn, like the Mystery Lake cougar shows up in the clear cut. That's no fun. Okay, there's the bridge. Bear Creek up this way. Probably grab some cattails while we're here, but
Getting a bit thirsty.
oh, sorry, Astrid. What was that? Were you saying something? I'm terribly sorry to interrupt. Okay, so my goal here, I want to draw the bear out of hiding. Ideally, bring it down onto the ice, and then I can run up top and shoot at it from the bridge. But that kind of also depends on if and or where it makes itself known. And this is not a sensible thing. The sensible thing to do would be to just pack it in and then check back in tomorrow when the whole region isn't socked in with fog. But as I say, we're on the clock, so these are the risk calculations that make the whole thing interesting. And y'all have seen me play. I'm a very what's the financial term? Risk off kind of player. Like, there's always going to be some risk. I mean, you take that risk just by showing up. But then if we can mitigate that risk, I'm very much prefer to do that. And that's the kind of mentality that helps you get long runs. But again, we're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. Oh, missed a couple back here. Okay. Fog is lifting just in time for sunset. Thanks. Still, at least it happened. All right. Now, oh, bear cave up here. And yep, those are bones. So this bear is up. Now, where is it exactly? Who knows? See, I'm listening for bear crows and I'm not getting anything. Let's see where there is a cabin not too far from here. Could spend the night there, or we can go further up the creek and stay by the rabbit grove, where that memento cache is. 23. Okay, 23 is enough for now. We can grab more tomorrow. Yeah, I would much prefer to have an elevated view of this rather than be constantly moving uphill and then try to look over ridges. Because we are, we're playing things more risky than we probably. Well, do we need to? Let's see. If I was more conversant in like bear spawns and pathing, then yeah, that I might be more bold in my approach. But for now,
I'll rest saving the fan.
there's a bed right in there, Astrid. Trust me. See, I did. Yeah, we did get this because this is where we got some of our starting ammo. Yep. Nope. Okay, bed there. We have been here, so the odds of leaving something behind probably not great. Um, do we? Yeah, we don't really have daylight left. Nothing really needs repairs though. Yeah, rifle's looking okay. We could. Okay, so tomorrow, look for the Bear Creek Bear. Look, yeah, we'll try to find the one that comes down through the campsite, assuming it's up. I can't remember it ever not being up. Excuse me. Yeah, the woodright bow is at 50%, and we still got this backup bow, so shouldn't have to make a fresh bow for some time. Plus, we got a 40-something percent bow back at the Quonset. Are we ever finishing this? Seems unlikely. Does it matter? I mean, it'd be nice to have rifle 5 instead of rifle 4, but we got extra damage, extra range, extra crit chance. That's still pretty good. Okay. Let's see. There's only so many spawns in coastal though. Once we tap out here, where do we go? Because we just came from PV. Where do we? Oh, Timberwolf and Ash Canyon. There we go. Right, because that's where we went after we did our business here. So those spawns should be up again. Okay, yeah. Oh, right. And then we have more arrow making mats at Mountaineers. Yes, okay. Like it. Okay, 34. Uh, I like a little bit more light than that. I don't. It's too dark. You liar. Too dark. Like it was right. It was right there at the horizon. Don't you try to fool me, game. All right, there we go. We'll chase that with a little coffee. All right. And we go. Yes, yes. This is what we want. All right. I'll take a little coal. A little OKC, if you will. I hope your day's starting well, too. Okay, no. Not fooling around. Let's, yeah, let's lock in. See if we can get a better view of things up here. Nope. Oh, there. Yeah, see that. Yeah, there's that cabin I was thinking of. What the fuck was that? Were you taking the fucking scenic route there? Right? Ah, there. Got it. We just got to find a good spot from which to engage it. And I think we might have the play up here. Assuming the game lets me. Okay. Okay, it can charge up here, but if it does that, we just hop down. I'm gonna make a mental note of that in case it comes back. Yeah, so it's gonna follow our scent. But fun thing we can do, I can drop those and then pick them up straight away, and it's gonna immediately re-lock onto us. We kind of manipulate the bear's pathing. All right. Right, we're gonna shoot. It's gonna come up here. We hop down. We move away, and we just go about our business. Okay, well, not a kill shot, but I think we got a we got a solid hit, so it should bleed out before long. And then we just go. I'd like to get that wolf that's running around, but not the highest of priorities. Hello, TX. Are you traveling, or are you about to travel? I hope you're doing well. We're just here, doing our usual thing. having our fun with the local wildlife, as one does. I suppose, okay, real quick, bear count. Bear count 17. So, should get to 18 before too long. You're at the hotel. Wow, okay. Well, enjoy. I mean, as much as one can. Okay, one more, just one more. Just one more, then we go. I promise. I'm probably going to dig into Dinkum and play most of it day on an airport. Well, yeah, what was it? I think it was Goofy who was talking about she wanted to get into Dinkum. And, oh, and Will as well. I think Will's played Dinkum for a while. Yeah, it sounds like it is, it's quite the engrossing game. It was like a Animal Crossing with Australian characteristics. Yeah, I can see how that would hold people's attention. But yeah, absolutely enjoy. And as you say, you're on the road and on the road on the regular. So yeah, find something that brings you joy. Makes the time away that little bit more tolerable. Okay, yeah, so now let's come across and see if we can find the other bear. And then I think our business in Coastal will be done for a while. The multiplayer part is fun too. Nice. I don't do very much multiplayer, I gotta say. Not that I'm averse to it. It's just like being out here scheduling is a big thing. Like just ask the hobbits. Trying to coordinate between you know Koru being out here. Uh, Burb used to be in Korea and then the UK. I guess now they're back stateside. And being done being on the eastern seaboard. He's making very less. You have something to do, and your boss said to work less. well. If the boss says work less, far be it from me to say no. But I guess my follow-up question would be, okay, how much less? When you say less, like how do we quantify that? Well, I am out of here. My flight leaves 1 a.m. Thursday. So I'll probably have to leave for the airport like 9:30, 10 p.m. And the traffic shouldn't be very heavy. And yeah, given the hour, hopefully that means I can you'll get in some decent sleep. 'Cause as I said many times, I do not have the sleeping during flights superpower. That is not something I have developed. But maybe I can get myself tired enough, I can I can overrule my body and just make it go to sleep. Morgan will tell you you'd rather have the free time at home, but the time built up was a lot. Understandable. Alrighty. Yeah, I think it would leave like 1 something a.m. and then we'll get to Manchester about 1 p.m. Thursday. You may not rush with the correct pillow. Okay. What is the correct pillow? I wonder aloud. Like one of those neck pillows, or I don't know. I guess I've never felt the urge to try one, but I do see them, a fair number of people walking around with those. But your flights are less than an hour each. Yeah, this is it's like 7.5 hours to Doha. Excuse me, and then another 7.5 hours to Manchester. So pretty decent flight. A proper neck pillow. Okay. See, I don't I don't and maybe you know what it probably is. It's years of watching Good Eats and then being averse to anything that is a unitasker, like something I would only ever use on a flight. All right, well, that was some carnage right there. Yeah, and that might be what gives me pause. Uh, oh, and use it correctly, not behind, but side or front. Oh, so you can relax the neck and doze off. Maybe that's the trick. Yeah, I was like most people I see use it, you know, uh, behind. But I guess that's not the way you're meant to do it. First I've heard it, but all right. Use it a chair when resting at home. Um, Honestly, I don't have very restful chairs. Like, if I'm going to be anywhere resting, it's probably going to be my bed, and I already have pillows for that. But yeah, I think that's as much a function of just space and an aversion to um, collecting stuff. You know, not like the anti-consumerism. You know, less capitalist than thou. It's just I over the years I've developed an aversion to just accumulating things because even if I go out of my way not to buy stuff and gadgets and whatnot, like my place will have, like when I move out, I'll have too much stuff regardless. So just trying to take out that little extra bit of insurance against myself. Is it? Yeah, I think isn't the cave like up, or is it down there, or is it up here? I can never remember. Chief ones you can only use behind or side. Oh, okay. Uh, well, yeah, I know, and that's just the society in which we live. But yeah, I just it's a reflex that is ingrained enough at this point that I don't. I try to find it. Now I do. I got other things like I I collect games on Steam that I will that go unplayed for years or ever. Well, you know what? We don't have any birch down. Why not? You travel enough times per year. Yeah, yeah. And I think if I was in your position, like, and if you're even like, just like taking, one flight per month, that might be enough to nudge me over the edge. To say, yeah, yeah, that it's we're doing it enough to where let's make the experience as tolerable as possible. Seems to be a streamer thing. Well, it's well, you gotta. It's good to poke around and just see what the next hot thing might be, or even just like the next hot thing that you enjoy playing. I mean, because I find a great many games that are you know they're not necessarily like they're not game of the year caliber or even necessarily popular in general, but I find them, I enjoy them, and I want to play them for my enjoyment and to help other people get into them. No. Yesterday and today were all TLD. Friday we did some. We did was it Hell Maiden, which was surprisingly good. I had no expectations of that one, but a was it it was like Vampire Survivors, but also a deck builder with that is inspired by Dante's Divine Comedy, and all the characters are sapphic anime girls.
I could eat anything.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I think we missed a cave. That's fine. And then we did Legend of Key Morty, which was all right. Um, there's some issues to be ironed out, but that's not so bad. It was Monday. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I would like to do a few more tomorrow, Monday. Yeah. And the okay. So I was thinking that I was also wondering like, do I? Because what are we? Yeah, we're 34 days in. We got 15 days to go. Do I try to push and finish this run before I head out, or do I just let it ride and then come back to it after the trip? See, I'll only be gone for like 2 weeks. I'll still have like a month, like close to 6 weeks to finish that run, and if I want to, start another. But yeah, there are a few. Because I think there's at least one demo I have that releases this coming week, so I would like to get that out there soonish. I think it comes out like October 23rd, but the rest are just kind of stuff to check out. And as I said, they'll be there when I come back anyway, because like November is going to be a month packed full of releases too. Like, you're really trying out new games. You have lots you want to play, you never get around to. Just saying, and yeah, that's totally fine. It's and understandable. It's like because like the fire hose of games just does not stop. It's like every month is a Vegas buffet of games. But I'm curious. I want to know, what's coming down the pipe. Is there anything interesting? Like, it's also kind of a as you mentioned, it's kind of the streamer thing as well. Can you catch the new thing, before it gets big? Like, imagine if you were one of the first people who were on, say, Balatro or Vampire Survivors. I mean, do you get, monetary reward for that? No, but it'd be a nice little feather in your cap to say, hey, I was on the train first. And then just speaking for me, every so often, we do these, and like the devs will pop by and chat and say, hey, thanks for playing our game. Or you got any questions? Or it's like we had like with Orgenizer, or was it Plushie from the Sky? Every so often. Okay, that bear is up. Good to know. And that's a fun thing too. You chat with the people who make the game, and even do like Plushie from the Sky, do some on the fly playtesting. Who's paying for all that fire hose water? Um, I would say the Federal Reserve, but we're not. We're we're not. We don't need to get into that just now. But yeah, someone is definitely, well, the Fed, or
I've never been so hungry in my life.
investors. Oh, shush, Astrid. Yeah, you'd think that the money spigot would dry up at
Human
some point,
sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
but so far it hasn't. Doesn't see the game. He's like, oh yeah, absolutely. And I'm happy to take part if I think the game is good. Because as as I was saying, there are plenty of games that they're the demos that are just absolutely zero interest. I mean, God, it took me like 4 hours to go through the entire Next Fest listing, like just like the list top to bottom. And oh my God, so much AI. And simulators all the live long day. I can bookshop simulator, garbage man simulator. I can, and not all of them, but like 90% of them had some kind of AI art. And that's like the second I see that out the door, your game is dead to me forever, and you probably are too. How the inflation finally hit the game market, 80. Well, and see that's your AAA Nintendo, Ubisoft kind of releases. There's a whole lot of games that are not those. But then, do they does that upward momentum at that level trickle down to? Oh yeah, you're fine. Does that trickle down to, say, your AA studios like a Larian or a Supergiant, and then to your indies as well? It's hard to say.
God, I'm starving.
Oh right, I didn't actually check. Are we What's our bear count now? 18. Yep, okay, we're fine. €15 isn't. Well, I mean, I guess it depends. It depends on the game. You know what? How much do you put into it? What are your profit expectations? Are you self-publishing, or do you need to, satisfy the demands of an outside publisher? And also depend, like, how how well are you treating your people? Like, are you one of those studios that's constantly crunching, or do you actually treat your creatives like people and treat them the way Hinterland does, or at least the way Hinterland says they should be. And who knows? Maybe there is a bubble that's going to pop. Who's to say? Is that Rand? Rand, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, Rand. Welcome in, friends. Maddie, good to see you as well. Thank you for the raid, Rand. How was your stream? Let me give you a good and proper welcome here. Oh. But yeah, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And welcome everyone coming in with Rand. Are you doing the tournament as well?
I'm so crazy right now.
Well, I was already standing up straight.
Oh, love that noise.
Well, that was easy.
Nice. Great stream. Good to hear. Got a decent run going. Awesome. Are you doing Loper, or are you being an absolute mad lad and doing the no go light? Also, I see Maddie in chat. Let's make sure Maddie gets a good welcome as well.
Nothing on me.
You look like James Franco. What about you?
What do you want from me? Hey, time to call the authorities.
You suck at punching.
Okay, where was I? Yeah, here I was. Okay. You're doing Loper, Rand. Awesome. Nice. But yeah, welcome in, folks. Oh yeah, so hey, anyone who's here and you don't already, please go follow Rand and follow Maddie. They're both part of our Long Dark community. Super cool people. Maddie, definitely a variety streamer, and Rand is a pillar of the TLD community, and a talented musician in his own right as well. Oh, and those of you who came in with Rand and you don't know me, hi, I'm Trooper Barry. I call myself a variety streamer who also happens to play a lot of the Long Dark, as you can see right here. I am also doing the tournament. I am a big weenie, though, so I am doing the Stalker division. Because, I mean, I don't want to worry about survival. I just want to get to killing. There we go. Yeah, absolutely, Rand. It's my pleasure. Yeah, so quick sit rep. We're 34 days in. We have 149 wolf kills, 18 bars, 6 moose, and 3 deer. Oh, and 1 kitty cat. The 1 kitty cat we are allowed. Oh yeah, and I may have kind of scrolled right past it, but yeah, my accuracy with the rifle is, well, it's okay. It could be worse. Could be way better though. You still use the bow? I mean, yeah, I do. I kind of prefer the bow, but I mean, we're we're chasing points. I might as well. I can leave alert, Maddie. Hit oral surgery. Oh no! Yeah, please go take care of yourself. Hydrate, and I don't. I mean, as much as you're allowed, given the circumstances. But yeah, please do take care of yourself. Thank you so much for coming by. I see you got 41, hour and a half. All right. But yeah, so we are. I've kind of been through all the major zones, or at least the ones I want to. I really don't want to go to Blackrock. Although, I don't know. See, I've been looking for the caches as well. We got the food cache in HRV. We got the conspiracist cache in Forlorn Muskeg, which is great. They gave us a lot of rifle ammo. We still haven't found the hunter cache though, and my options, unfortunately, are Ash, Blackrock, or Blake Inlet. And we already went to Blake Inlet once. We were there for like 10 minutes. We got attacked by Timbies. I said, screw this. I'm out. So, I think what we're gonna do, if we can't find the bear who comes down into the village, I think we're just gonna go. We're gonna go back up to PV. We're gonna revisit Timberwolf and we're gonna revisit Ash because we got moose and bear spawns waiting for us there. And I got a buttload of birch curing at Mountaineers. We can make fresh arrows. It'll all be grand. Yes, I know Black Rocky is Sarah's favorite. I don't, for the life of me, I can't figure out why, but hey, she is welcome to it. Every zone has to be someone's favorite, right? And
Man, I could use a drink.
Sarah might as well take the hit on BlackRock for the rest of us. You're trying to blow out my fire, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I'm going to see if I can get some YOLO cooking done. There's literally a 2-burner fireplace right inside there. There's no reason to do this. Cabin fever, not a concern. I'm just doing it because I am lazy. I thank you for the follow because I said so. Nope. No, you do not perceive me. You do not perceive this fire. How bloody dare you? Well, hang on. What did I? Oh, right, yeah. I've been intentionally walking around Stinky to attract the local predators. It's worked for the most part. I mean, I could try to start another fire on the backside, or I could just move on with my life. Yeah, well, okay. What's a better use of our time? Nursing this fire along probably another 25, 25, 1, 2, 3 times? Or going out looking for more wildlife? God, it just, okay, are we committed? Yeah, we're committed. I can't exactly pass time though, until until the fire's out. That would defeat the purpose. Oh right, Rand, if you do need, oh hang on, we're on ad realm. We'll give that another few seconds. There, we'll just nurse that along. We could probably cook the rest on embers, but I don't know how frisky I'm feeling. Yeah, Rand, if you do need to do any streamer care, hydrate, medicate, snackinate, please feel free to do so. Three. Okay. How? I would need someone good at TLD science. How long do the embers last? Do they last 5 minutes? Probably not. Oh. Well. Never mind. Didn't really want to put 2 sticks in there. I just rage clicked. You know, as one does when the wind is busy blowing out your fire. All right, yeah, that'll be Azra's breakfast on the morrow. As long as we have visibility, let's take one last pass across the ice and see what we can see. There are at least 2, maybe 3 Timbies. Left over from the pack we had by misanthropes. Well, are there? Well, no. I think we got 2. Oh no, we got 2 confirmed kills up on the island. We got another one, which the poor thing collapsed into the rock. So they could be down to 1. And if that's the case, I'm kind of happy to leave them there. Oh nope, that is yeah, that's the remains of Petunia right out there. We did our usual our fishing hut dance. Where you take a shot from distance, draw the charge, pop into the hut, and then you can get a nice, easy headshot from a more comfortable range. But we'll see what we can see. You sent it to Bash. Well, I think the thing is, TX, I know that Bash is playing 4 days of night. And if there's a blizzard and the way that works, so the first day is calm with no wildlife at all. Second day is when the demon wolves show up. Day 3 is a perma aurora. And then day 4 is a permanent blizzard. So I think you might have emptied the chamber. on Bash's stream. Man, I do miss 4 Days of Night. That was a really cool challenge. I think you can do it. I think the way Bash, I think a few other people have, is like you're supposed to set your computer clock back to however long, and then like to whatever the day is, and then you have to download like the version of TLD off of Steam DB from the time, so 2018 or 2019 October. And yeah, you probably have to like make sure you back up all your information and then remove it, which is the thing that would make me absolutely nervous. But apparently it can be done, and it sounds neat. I mean, Darkwalker's great too. Don't get me wrong; it's probably my favorite of all the challenges. But I mean, it's more Halloween themed. You have like 2,500 calorie candy bars and pumpkin pie, and and actually, it's probably the one time the flashlight is useful because they got like what they call like super powered flashlights where they like the extra battery, so they don't like crap out an hour into like a days long aurora. It's really neat, and even like the demon wolves as a neat little aspect. Okay, are you out here? Are you my last Timmy? Yeah, you certainly look the part. Like, okay, I know you smell me. I see you coming this way. Yep, okay. There's confirmation. I mean, it's just going to keep coming. Okay, okay. Operating under the assumption that we're leaving and we're going to Timberwolf and Ash tomorrow, is there any last kind of cleanup we can do here? We can go down to Jackrabbit. If this is me with Blizzard Walker. Imagine if we didn't have that. But yeah, there might be some wolves down by Jackrabbit. We can check in with them. You grab a couple more points on our way out the door. Might we be back here? Maybe. I don't know. It depends on how fast the respawns are in other regions. Yeah, I could take pot shots at these deer, but I don't. We do not have infinitude arrows. Yeah, let's just. I don't want to deal with arrow thieves just now. I was about to say, we're not so desperate we need to start killing deer. Despite the fact that we have this very day started killing deer. But again, in my defense, Astrid was hungry, and when our girl's hungry, she doesn't talk about anything else. It's like she says, all she can think about is food. Okay, just deer, huh? Usually there's at least a couple wolves lingering around Jackrabbit, but not apparently, yeah. Some of the spawns have been a little bit funky wonky. Like the first time I went through, well, first time, the only time in this run we went through Ash Canyon, I intentionally went through the Wolf Gauntlet looking for extra kills. Again, we are on Stalker, the wolf setting. But in the Wolf Gauntlet, there was a grand total of 0 wolves, which I've never seen before. Absolutely bug nuts. All right, I think. Yeah, I think we can definitively say there are no more wolves on the ice, except for that one Timmy, who is just going to be permanently scared of us. Yeah, I could go up on the land. I could, walk down the. We can make ourselves more stinky, and just try to, summon everyone to us. But yeah. All right, here's what we'll do. We'll do, yeah, because we haven't checked the beachcombing here for a bit. We'll do a round of beachcombing. We'll see if there's anything worthwhile. Nope. Okay. And by the time we get back, it'll be time to put Astrid to bed. Yeah. Yeah, fine. I'm sorry, Ast. I know I am depriving you of entertainment. We killed everything in the zone. I'm sorry. Or every predator, excuse me. Obviously plenty of deer and buns and bok, but it's just not worth the effort. I know, and I know it's harsh to say their lives they ain't even worth killing. But it's the truth. Fish. I am, in the back of my mind, kind of hoping for a couple free arrows as we do this. But we got to keep our expectations low. Yeah, as much as people like talk up beachcombing, in an extended run, it would be. In this time limited format, with with the restrictions that are on, and well, I guess, yeah, it depends on the difficulty too, but yeah, beachcombing was a nice early bump. Like you could find like one or two intact arrows, maybe, and more broken ones. And you can get an early start using those, but especially like on early archery, they only last so long. Fish, mice. Well, it just, Maria, indirectly made the argument that fish are, we are not anglers, we are hunters. Unless we're gonna jump into the water and like spearfish our prey, it doesn't count. Hey, Concerned Martian, good to see you. How's things? I hope the people at your job are treating you well again, and I mean that
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
that one sore head has come around. That's a deer. That's a deer. That's a deer. Grabbing from the beaches. Well, no, I mean like they're. Yeah, there's no sportsmanship in that. Are you, sir? Seriously? Well, rip that arrow. Or, or, are you? You are. Man, you are just a hunky boy, aren't you? Okay, my dude. I need you to pick a lane. You're hungry enough to kill, or you're scared enough of me, you're gonna run for the hills. I can't have you keep doing both. It's the first day you have not been contemplating quitting on Monday. Really? Wow. Wait, where's my other arrow? You jerkface. Oh, did it break? It might have broke. Or did it pop out when he killed that other deer? What happened? Well, no, that's I'm glad to hear it's things are improving. I mean, it sucks that things were bad enough that you were contemplating quitting. Because I know you were. It sounded like you were initially pretty excited about the job. But no, if things are picking up that way, then that's great. Did he? Yeah, I had a pack of 5 down by the. Oh, there. It's how.
I need to rest soon.
How did this happen? Okay. Unrip that arrow. Anyway, yeah, there was a pack of 5 over there by Misanthropes. Killed all but that one when they tried to jump me. And then that one was scared of me, but not so scared it couldn't keep going after deer.
The sun is setting.
And that turned out to be its downfall. Fingers crossed it gets better if you haven't juggling with people, because people are mean sometimes. Staff, not residents. Okay, is there like a HR or an ombudsman you can talk to there? Like you can like make your concerns known, because yeah, that's not a good work environment. you're often getting often undermined, but you're getting braver. It's like, good. Well, good on you for that. Long may that continue. But you shouldn't have to toughen up, get thicker skin. Like you are a colleague. You are a fellow professional, and you should be treated as such. And if they need to say, "Hey, stop undermining me," let me do my job. If they can't get that through their thick skulls, then maybe they need to have someone in a position of authority remind them of that. Okay, I think we're good. You speak to the deputy manager or people who have been there for a while. Good. Yeah, and those are good people to talk to, and make sure they know how you feel, and even if they can't necessarily fix it themselves, they can at least they be a good sounding board, and you know make sure your position is heard. You make plans. You don't need you make plans. You don't need changing you because, well, we always yeah. They might have always done X in the past, but this is not the past. This is now, and concerned Martian is in charge. Like, unless there is a very good reason why they should not do something different. Like, you're not asking them to all do crystal meth or whatever. Then if you're in charge of the activities or I'm blanking on your specific remit, but yeah, if you are the person in charge of that, and there's not a good reason for someone else to step in and change the way things are going, then yeah, you have every right to kick up a fuss. And for the record, we do on this channel we do not support the use of crystal meth in senior housing. Officially. Unofficially, well, whatever. If you make it that long and you want to sample what the world has to offer, you know what? Go ahead. What was that movie, Little Miss Sunshine, where the grandpa started doing crystal meth, and they asked him why. He had terminal cancer. Like, what's it gonna do? Kill me? You want them to do what, a variety of things. You don't need to do bingo twice a week. Yeah, I mean, you can keep bingo once a week. That kind of routine might be good. But yeah, spice things up. And yeah, breaking a routine might not. Some people might not be a fan of that, but every new and things are only weird. Like, if you're trying new things, it's weird the first time. After that, it's tradition. Relatives bring their residents alcohol if they don't fancy your wine selection. Okay, I mean, that's probably not so bad. We need to do bingo one. Oh yeah, yeah. And I would not suggest abandoning an august tradition such as bingo. Far be it from me. There you go. Oh, we could do with some more water. All right, we'll put that on the to-do list. Or maybe we'll just raid toilets in town. Yeah, we'll do that. We probably haven't actually hit them all. Okay. We're actually putting Astrid to bed at a reasonable hour. That's a nice change. And we'll go for 9. Okay, 35 days, 15 to go. Let's see. Check our scorecard. So 35 days. What's our 60 hits and 71 shots. Mm, could be better, could be worse. We'll see if we can pump that up later. Okay, so we got a nice even 150 wolves killed. And so we got 18 bars, 6 moose, 3 deer, and of course our 1 cougar. Okay. I think we will leave it there. It is 1:30 in the morning, and I have to work tomorrow. Alas, I got 3 days of work before they're letting me leave. Your twin's mental health was so bad, he's visiting from up north. Oh, his cat's here, and he hates your cats. It's gonna be. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. But thank you everyone for hanging out with me tonight. You fantastic people. Thank you to Daunt for the raid. Thank you to Rand for the raid, and thank you to Cause I Said So for the follow. Let's close things out as we always do. Finding someone to raid and pass the love on to someone else. Let's see. We do have the aforementioned bash. Oh, he's got a pumpkin pie. Oh, those pumpkin pies look real good. Let's see, anyone else? We got Nifo on, and Longshot's playing TLD too. Wow, been a hot minute since I've seen him do that. Let's see, how far along is our boy? Okay, yeah, let's go. Okay. Bash is in the permanent blizzard. Perfect. We can just catch him. All right, we're gonna go raid Bash Robe, friend of the channel, super long dark streamer, really neat guy. He is doing 4 days of night from 2019. So on his channel, it's still 2019. So brace yourself for that. So thanks again, everyone, for hanging out. We're gonna come back tomorrow night. We're gonna do some more Next Fest demos, and then I'm off for a couple weeks. So thanks again for all of you being here. We'll see you next time, and bye for now.